What is up, guys? It's your boy Ren here today, a Summer Raven, you might even say, with another deck, another post-rotation deck that I have for you. So before we're gonna start, I just want you to do something for me. Subscribe to the channel for more decks and more stuff, and down there below have a 5% discount on any code you would purchase on Professor Oak. And let's just jump right into a deck. So I thought, you know what, let's do a fighting type deck, right? A post-rotation fighting type deck that might be good, right? Let's check it out. And so I created it a few days ago, tested it, and actually it even works in the current meta, which was kind of funny. So I think if it works right now, it's gonna work really good post rotation. And I find we have a place for Marshadow Machamp, as you can see. So let's just jump right into it, shall we? All right, so this is the deck in its entirety. We have 10 energy, 36 trainers, and 14 Pokemons. You know, down there below I have a full list, you can copy it. So let's just start with Absol, right? We have Absol, a really good card. I know it prevents a lot of retreating, because again, remember, post-rotation, retreating is going to be crucial, right? Because there's not, well, there are switches, but there are not a lot of other ways to actually get back your active Pokemon, right? So increasing the retreat cost of basic is going to be really good and really crucial, especially that, you know, it's going to be kind of a tag team or GX basic meta, right? So we want to have Absol right there with Dark Ambition from a team up. Then 3 baby Buzzwoles. Again, so you can see kind of the theme of this deck, right? You know, we have basics and babies and those nice attackers. And here, you know, Sledgehammer, Ultra Prism Buzzwole, he was great back then, he's great now, and he will be still really good. Of course, you know, it's an Ultra Beast, so you can do play like Ultra Space, whatever if you want. I don't want it, but you know, if you want, you can do it. Like, it would be funny if, you know, if Ultra Space would be here, right? But it is not. Haha. Okay. Then we have Diancie again, Diancie Prism from Ultra Prism set. Again, this is the first set that introduced us to Prism cards, right? And again, remember, Prism cards are going to be rotating out last year. Raven, okay, it's a Summer Raven, right? You know, I'm sorry, I'm just a Summer Raven right now. Okay, so we got 1 copy of Diancie, then 3 copies of Marshadow and Machamp. The card, when I first saw it, I was like, really, is this going to be good? But, well, it is. Honestly, it is that good, and post-rotation it's only gonna get a lot better. So hands down for Marshadow Machamp, 3 copies of him. And really cool thing is that, you know, when your Pokemon is gonna get knocked out, right? And after knocking out, like after your opponent gets knocked out, and you put Marshadow front, you can still use the revenge, because, you know, last turn, right? Now the last turn counts towards the attack, towards the 120. Super cool thing. Again, harder to retreat, so it's good to have that in mind and being ready for 100 blows impact for the next turn. Then we have a Rockruff and Lycanroc, a line of 2/2. Here I just use it for a little bit of control, so I can discard the energy from opponent's active Pokemon. And again, Splinter Shards, sometimes, you know, you need that attack, and, you know, that's the only reason we have Lycanroc in here, right? So ability and a Splinter Shards GX, that is it, nothing more, nothing less. Then classically, you know, we get 1 Jirachi and 1 Marshadow, just to discard the energy, that just to discard the stadium that's in the play, because again, field blowers are bye-bye, they're gone, you know, they're not gonna be here anymore, so it is kind of, you know, a sad thing. Alright, let's go to trainers, right? We got 36 trainers, but as you can see, they're a lot more consistent than, you know, they used to be in the previous decks, or especially in the current meta decks. So we start with 2 Acro Bikes, 1 Beast Ball, because I really want to have my Buzzwole on the board. That's why I use 1 Beast Ball, plus it basically gives me the look what I have in prize card, right? So this is a great card, I love that. 1 copy is fine. Then we have 2 Beast Rings, again work with Ultra Beast. 4 custom catchers, again, just as a Guzma, right? This is the brand new Guzma, let's be honest about it, and you want to have that in your deck if you have a place for it, because it will not fit in every single deck. Like Greninja Zoroark, I can't see this being that, right? So you want to be careful with it, but again, as long as it costs nothing, go get it. Then we have 1 Energy Spinner, 3 Pokégears, right? So new Tapu Lele, basically 3 Pokégears, 2 Pokémon Communications, 3 switches, so we can switch our Pokemons back and forth without discarding the energy. 2 Power Plants, 4 Cynthias, 1 Erika Hospitality, 1 Giovanni Exile, which is a really cool card, and this is kind of a tech card here, just in case something happens, like we begin a game with Absol and it's just not working, or with Rockruff but it's just not working. Bam, I don't need them. 2 Judges, 2 Lilies, 2 Pokemon Fan Clubs, 1 Tate and Liza. Right, that's cool. We got 1 Beast Bringer. Just because of the baby buzz, it might work, it might not. Then we have not 1 but 2 gold custom catchers, because money. No, I'm joking. We got 2 custom catchers, counter gains. Counter gains. Just so if we are behind, we can actually use those attacks for 1 and 2. Right, so it's a really good card. Again, here it might help with Axelrock. Remember, Axelrock basically one-shots Pikarom. It's something that's worth noticing, right? So you don't want to miss that. Again, with a Revenge, it's again one shot on Pikarom, so it's going to be a great counter to that. Then we have 1 Beast Energy and 9 Fighting type Energy. So the whole deck is down there below. You can check it out yourself, and you can really just copy and paste it or build towards it. Honestly, I think we're going to be in the meta of countering each deck. So now we have what I'm showing you is a counter to Pikarom. It's a great counter to Pikarom, but this deck is going to be countered by Psychic type decks, right? Then Psychic type decks are going to be countered by something else, and we have this nice circle of life, of love and appreciation towards decks in the 2020 post-rotation world, hopefully, right? That's what I'm hoping for. And let's go. I know we're playing against the current meta, right? So it's something that you have to bear in mind. Again, do you want to go first or second? Actually, here, because of the Buzzwole, I like to go second. Again, you can go first. It's quite okay, and there's nothing bad with that. Well, okay, we have 2 custom catchers, counter gain, and a Beast Ball. That is not a good hand. But all in all, there are certain things that you have to have in mind. And you see, perfect. That's what I was saying as we were doing the deck. That Giovanni's Exile will get rid of Absol. But as you can see, we do not have any ways to get the basics, because they're above 78, basically above 60 HP, which means cards like Elm's Lecture will not work. Pokemon Fan Club, that's one of the only cards that can actually search for the card you need for the basic that you need, and here it will search for. Okay, that's a that's a Zapdos deck. So he will play Buzzwole as well. That's kind of interesting. We are kind of behind. I think I'm gonna have to play Cynthia here, and again, I'm facing stuff that we will not have in the format post rotation, right? So remember, normally you will not be able to use nest balls, right? So in those videos, you have to have that in mind. You will not be able to do that. Basically, to have those two, you'll have to use Pokemon Fan Club, right? So it's it's one of those silly things, but I think it's really good to be prepared, because let's be honest, whoever's going to be prepared for the post rotation batter locally will have those nice easy wins at your first cups, first leagues, whatever, you name it, you will have it. Cynthia, unfortunately I have to play a Cynthia, I have to get rid of my hand, refresh it, hope for something good. And yes, we do, yes sir, we have some good cards, we have some bad cards. And of course, Absol is on the board, which means that he has to use Guzma, maybe he has to use a switch, something else, just to retreat it, because I don't think he will play a DCE just to retreat. Jirachi. Okay, Electro Power, so yeah, it might be a Guzma or Escape Rope. So you see, this is a little bit harder than it will be in the future. But again, I honestly think if you're prepared, because imagine people just jumping for those cards, like custom catchers. Those are going to be the cards that everyone will want, because they're going to be staples and they're going to cost a lot of money. And you don't want that. You want to be the player who's ready, who's coming in. Okay, a switch, so that's a knockout on Absol. Sure. So, you know, you want to be a player who actually comes in and wins games, right? Because let's be honest, like for us, for example, for us, we're gonna have our league challenge 2 days after rotation, and you know, I don't want to lose the league challenge, right? You know, especially that it counts towards world championships. And it's not something that I want to lose. I want to win it, right? Okay, Pokémon Communication. Lycanroc back to the deck, and this is really interesting. So I think. You know what? Let's go with the big one. Let's go with the big guy. Okay, and I have to use a custom catcher. I don't like that, but I have to. And bam, there we go. We have Pokégear. We have Energy. I mean, is this Energy going to be any good right now? I don't think so. I'd rather be building up towards Marshadow Machamp. So that's what I'm gonna do. Nothing from Pokégear. This hurts. This really hurts. Okay, pass the turn. So you see, like, there's normally I would play Oranguru. Normally I would play, you know, like Ultra Balls, Nest Balls, all of those stuff. You know, Tapu Lele. I would go for Lele. Not the case anymore, right? Not the case anymore. All right, so there goes Marshadow. And because he is going to, because it counts his, right? You can play this card if your opponent has. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Sledgehammer. Right, it's 120 with Diancie. Yeah, it might be good. So I think honestly decks like Zapdos will lose a lot, and I don't think they are gonna be valid anymore. They will have to transform into something, because look at that, like they are using all those escape, basically 90. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating, but like 70% of my opponent's deck right now is gone in a matter of 2 months, right? So, you know, I'm okay with losing to this game. I will try not to, but I'm fine with it, because at the end of the day, I know that I have a deck that will, you know, withstand the time and, you know, will be good post-rotation. Because honestly, it is good, and you can play it yourself and create it at home for the local league. All right. So there we go. We have a Beast Ring, League Beast Ring, and not a lot of good stuff, but we have a knockout here. There we go. So we have a knockout due to him using Rainbow Energy, and we got an Energy. Okay, so if something happens, I can either use Swing Around, or I'm gonna have a Revenge, which is really good, and I'm quite happy about that, right? So we're taking those prizes, and you can see, you know, we kind of bricked here. I mean, like the Pokégear, right? That we did not found anything with Pokégear was really hurtful. I'm sorry, I have to like drink something. It is hot, you know. It's summer, so it's hot, and honestly, Marshadow Machamp. Okay, his version of Marshadow Machamp. It's definitely going to be a lot harder for those decks. Just look at that, you know. Rotating. Rainbow Energy, I don't know if it's rotating, actually. I think it is, right? I think it might be. Guzma, okay. Again, another card that's rotating out. Electro Power. And I'm just gonna use Switch and knock out Zapdos again. So we're gonna have Buzzwole, Switch, Sledgehammer for the knockout because of Rainbow Energy. And another Beast Ring, okay. Oh, I'm so sorry, bless me. At least I have an energy acceleration, right, in this game. So it's not looking that bad. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, now you can laugh about my silly faces. Well, alright, so I think we might see a knockout on a Buzzwole, right? Because it's it's 120 for a Revenge. But it might be a knockout on Marshadow Machamp if he has a Guzma. Again, Ultra Ball, right? Another card that's rotating out. So he played Lillie, so there might be a rescue stretcher. We got a Beast Energy. Shrine of Punishment, alright, it's gonna hurt his Pokemon as well, but not to extent of... Yeah, that's a knockout, clearly a knockout here. Bam, there we go. So I know I kind of can do Acme of Heroism if I'm gonna draw something, and I did not drew anything. That's pretty bad. Yeah, he won. There's just nothing I can do here, unfortunately. Yep, that's a GG. Let's go to game number 2. Oh man. We were so, like, you know, that's the thing, like, we're so used to right now to those Guzma's escape ropes, everything, that I think a lot of it, because it's really good to, you know, try those decks now, even though they're not going to be as good as, you know, they will in the future, but just to, you know, get a hold on what the future will bring, because honestly, I'm scared for those, for those people that, you know, will not prepare, and they'll be like, oh yeah, rotation, let's just build a deck then, because it will take a week or two. Let's say a week. Like, I think week is a more appropriate time to get used to playing like that, to get used to playing against those decks, right? Because let's be honest, this is going to be a completely different game. You know, Pokemon TCG is taking a 180 turn, maybe no, not 180, but 90, right? Let's say 90 turn. Left or right, whatever you want to call it, and it's going to be different. Also, I know I'm gonna say that again, and I hate myself for saying that, but it might indicate what PTCG TEU. It might. No, maybe. No, it's not. Let's be honest. Okay, Power Plant and Cynthia. Let's say. Okay, it's not bad. Let's use Pokégear, let's say. Nothing. Perfect, another Pokégear. Oh, and now we are in trouble. To be quite honest, I think I should have, you know, I should have started with Marshadow actually. Because again, it's gonna be so hard to retreat Marshadow Machamp. But okay. We can work with that. It's not bad. Right? Summer Raven is here. It's not bad. It can't be bad. I was gonna have Welder. I mean, again, fire type, right? Ultra Ball. Like, they are not losing that much. Wait, he used GX already? Oh, that is interesting. Okay, so I'm just gonna play everything, so I can use a custom catcher. Oh, get a judge. Get judged. Perfect. We got Acro Bike, Rockruff, Jirachi, another Marshadow Machamp. Fantastic. We got the pieces. So Acro Bike. Diancie. There we go. Okay, so this game looks a lot better, like, you know, a lot more consistent, even though we're not looking that good. Right, 80 damage. Come on. Buzzwole. Fire Crystal. Bringing back the energy, right? Fire Crystal for 1 energy. That is... That's interesting. So, I mean, he knows he has a knockout here, and I'm just gonna go and play Jirachi. There is no doubt about that. So it's 80 plus 120, that's 200, so I'm gonna miss some damage. Again, another Altar of the Sun, right? Another card that will not be present post-rotation. So, okay, Stellar Wish, Jirachi. Oh, man. Stellar Wish. Cynthia. Okay, so what I need is Energy and a Switch, and we have a knockout on Reshizard. So I'm gonna play the second one, just so I have a full bench. Energy. Oh, and no Switch. But I can discard Energy. Because I have a counter gain here, I'm gonna put Energy here. Why I'm putting it here on the right? Great question. So first things first, Wrestling Hall. I'm putting it on the right just because I will not be able to, you know, knock him out this turn. And if he does something, you know, I still have energy on anything, right? At least on something. So I think he's gonna go greedy and he's gonna go and knock out Jirachi. Then I'm gonna go with my Marshadow Machamp and use Acme of Heroism. Alright, he discarded what, another Reshizard. Yes. Volcanion. Ah, okay, so there, yeah, you see, there goes Guzma. Okay. Yeah, like he will have another Guzma, so it's not, you know, it's not something that I will not know. So, Cynthia. Okay, so I have a Switch and we have an Energy Spinner. He used the GX move. Why taking 230? That's 270. Okay, done. I'm just gonna press down and let's see what happens. So my kind of idea is, okay, so he's playing Reshizard. What on Reshizard? I don't really want to use Acme of Heroism. Okay. Yeah, this basically gives me everything I wanted to know. Energy. 100 blows. Impact. He's not going to be able to put Choice Band. Again, another card that is rotating out. So let's start. Let's put around that. And you see switches, right? Switches are going to be crucial after rotation, right? And he has, you know, 80 damage on itself. Still, there might be a max potion, no max potions post rotation. So 230 damage, and he used the GX. So I'm sorry, dude. You know, there's, I feel bad for that. Again, I have to look at Arcanine with a Ground Flame, so I have to look out for that. But I mean, with Acme of Heroism, I'm gonna be good. Okay, so now I'm gonna use my own GX move. And I'm gonna put here some energy. Oh wait, oh I screwed it up a little bit. Wait, yeah, I messed it up, didn't I? Yeah, I messed up the Acme of Heroism. I messed it up pretty badly, but it's okay. Let's go. So yeah, that was not, you know, not intentional. Definitely not intentional mess up here with one additional energy. Okay, he's doing 120. Yeah, but basically, you know, because of me messing up, it's gonna be his game. Oh, you can call it a misplay, honestly. Oh, I forgot that you have to have this one additional energy, but it's okay. You get the whole idea of the deck, and that's the most important part. Oh man. That was really, really bad. He's 140. Ground plane, that's a knockout. Alright, so Jirachi is gonna go front. And I don't have enough time to load any other Pokemon or to do whatever. Which is kind of bad. Because if I'm gonna get energy, right? Power plant, so I'm gonna discard the Heat Factory. Judge. That will give me completely nothing. I will do nothing. Yep, that's it. That's a game. That is a game for him. Like, Summer Raven is not a... man. This one misplay cost me the game. But you see, like, this is the thing. The upcoming meta is going to be unforgivable. You misplay once in a competitive environment, and it is bad for you, right? So it is going to be, you know, one of those really interesting metas post-rotation, because of not having a lot of the current tools, and I like that. I do honestly like that, and I'm curious, really curious, what is going to happen post-rotation with many decks. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel right over there somewhere for more decks, right? More post-rotation ideas. We have one post-rotation deck tomorrow. Then we're gonna, you know, go back to the current meta, and closer to Unified Minds, I'm gonna go back to post-rotation things, right? So, you know, keep that in mind. And yeah, not even energy. GG, my friend, GG. So this is the GG, and then we'll have a 5% discount any code you would purchase on Professor Oak. It supports the stream and the YouTube channel, and also you have the full list. You can copy and paste it for yourself. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you so much for all of your support, all your love, all the subs, and at 250 subs we're gonna have a nice giveaway, and yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. Summer Raven says goodbye and good night. Bye. See ya.